Welcome to Mimi's Math Channel. Today I'm going to demonstrate using pattern tiles to write quadratic equations. The first thing you need to know is the standard form of a quadratic is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, where your a, b, and c are numbers. You know that it's a quadratic when your highest exponent is a 2. And when we're looking at pattern tiles, or if we're looking at tables, we also know that it is a quadratic if the second difference is constant. This is what I mean. Looking at example 1, I see figures 1, 2, 3, and 4. For the figures, I'm going to label those as x. Below that, I'm going to count each one of those points, and I'm going to label those as y. So you're used to seeing it shown as a table. This is what the table would look like. For my figures, 1, 2, 3, 4, again, that's going to be my x values. And then for each output of x, I'm going to have the y value. So 1 and 1, 2 and 3, 3, 6, 4, 10. So it looks like this in a table. You want to look at y and determine how did you go from 1 to 3, from 3 to 6, and then from 6 to 10. What you notice is you did not have a constant change. Do not neglect to count the x side as well. In this case, they're adding 1 each time. Since my change of y is not constant, that indicates that it is not linear. So I'm going to try to take the change of the change in y. So this time what I see is I do have a constant second difference. So that is a telltale sign that I'm going to have a quadratic. Now, in order to write the equation or the function, if this says f of x, then what I need to do is find my y-intercept, and my y-intercept is indicated when x is equal to 0. So in order to find that, I want to look at my second difference, and I want to work backwards. I had to go from 2 to 1 to get to 3, and then from 3 to 1 to get to 4. So now I want to work backwards, and I want to say, well, what is 2 minus 1 so that I can get this number, and that's going to be 1. So now I want to know what would the output be for y when x is 0. So typically you can go over here and look at it visually and try to figure it out. I'm going to show you that in example 2. 2 minus 1 is where this 1 is coming from. And now I have to try to figure out, well, what plus 1 would equal this 1? Because now, again, I'm going like this. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 0 plus 1. So I could have said 1 minus 1 to get this answer, or what plus 1 to get 1. Either way works. So now I see that my y-intercept is 0, 0. I'm trying to find my a, b, and my c. I can either say a is 1/2 of my second difference, which we know is plus 1, or I can just say 2a is equal to that second difference. Either way, you'll still get the same answer. I'm going to divide both sides by 2, and a is equal to 1/2. For b, we're going to come back to that one. And then c is my y-intercept, which is what we just found. That's going to be 0. We're looking just at this portion. So now what I'm going to do is just substitute in for the standard form. And in order to find my x and my y, I can choose any one of these values from the table. I personally like to choose the one that has 1. It's good practice to choose the ones that are given. So this information was given here. You had x is 1, and that's 1. So something from over here. I'm going to choose 1 and 1. For y, I'm going to replace that with 1. A, we said, was 1/2. The x is also 1, but it's squared. We don't know what b is. That's what we're trying to find. The x, again, is 1, and c is 0. So now I'm just going to simplify and then subtract 1/2 on both sides. So 2 divided by 2 is equivalent to 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1, and then we keep the denominator of 2. So therefore, b is still going to be 1/2. Now that you have your a, b, and your c, you're just going to write your equation. A was 1/2. B was also 1/2. There's not a C, so we don't have to include that part. So now what I'm going to do is test it in Desmos to see if I have the correct equation. So over here, this is the equation that I came up with. So I'm going to go to my table, and I'm going to see if I have the same values that I started off with this pattern. My table matches. So 1 is 1, 2 is 3, and then 3 is 6, 4 is 10, and you could keep going if you needed to. For example, two, some people actually will look at how many squares they can make based off of the figure number. So I usually skip figure 1 and I just go straight to figure 2. I'm looking for a 2 by 2, and then I see that I have 3 left over. So now I can go back to figure 1 if I wanted to, and I see a 1 by 1 with 3 left over. If I go to figure 3, I see a 3 by 3. And I see this pattern emerging, 3 left over. And then I see a 4 by 4 with 3 left over. So y is going to be x squared because I see that each figure is being squared. And then I'm adding 3. So that will be my final answer. So now we're just going to do it the other way. So my figure numbers are going to be my x values. And then my y values are going to be the number of stars that I see for each figure. So when I try to check the first difference, I see that it's not constant. So I know that it should not be a linear equation. A linear equation would have the highest exponent of 1. Now I'm going to go on to the second difference to see if it is constant, which means to get from 3 to 5, I had to add 2. And then to get from 5 to 7, I also had to add 2. So that tells me that I'm about to have a quadratic equation because my second difference is constant. In order to try to figure out what my c value is, I need to know what my y-intercept is. In order to find my y-intercept, I need to know what my figure 0 is because x has to be 0 in order to find my y-intercept. So I'm going to work backwards. I went from 3 to plus 2 to get 5, 5 plus 2 to get 7. So now I want to work backwards. 3 minus 2 would give me this number, 1. Or 1 plus 2 is going to go back to give me 3. But that's just the first difference. Now I need to figure out, well, what is this number, which is going to be figure 0. So now this time I want to look at 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. Well, let's go backwards. 4 minus 1 is what? Well, that's going to be 3. Or if I'm going forward, 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 3. You see the pattern going on here? If I were writing it as a table, this is what it would look like. So again, some people see it better vertically. Some people see it better horizontally. Some people see it better as drawing if they can find the squares. Whichever method works for you is fine, as long as you end up with the same equation. So now what you want to do is find your A, B, and C. A, again, we can say 2A is equal to the second difference, or we can say 1/2 of the second difference. Either way, you're going to get the answer 1. B, we will come back to. C, we just found, which is our y-intercept, and we want the y value. So in order to find B, we have to substitute into the standard form. I am going to choose 1 and 4 from my table to substitute for my x and my y. You can choose any one of the values that you want. So for y, I'm going to place the 4 in there. A, we said was 1. X, we said is 1. We don't know B, X is 1, and C is 3. And now we just simplify. We can combine like terms on this side, and now we subtract 4 on each side. B is 0. Now that we have our A, B, and our C, we can write our equation. We said that A is 1, so it's understood there's a 1 there. You don't have to write it. And then you would just write the X squared because that's part of your standard form. And then B is 0, so that just totally disappeared. And C is 3. So that is why we don't have an X in there, and we just have plus 3. Let's double check it in Desmos to make sure that we do have the correct equation. Once I type it in, I can also look over here and just click when it's 0, it's supposed to be 3. We already knew that. We just found our constant and we said it was 3. There are other points you can also verify as well. We're going to select the table, and then it's already pre-filled in for us, so we can just type in the next number and just keep pressing enter, and it will tell us what the next number should be in our sequence. So as you can see, once I type in Desmos the equation that I said that it should be, my tables do match. 0, 3, 1, 4, 2, 7, 3, 12, 4, 19. If I wanted the next figure, I could figure that out. Figure 5 would be 28, and so on and so forth. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have an amazing day.